Okay.
You are now listening to some of this, some of that podcast.
Tune in right now. It's Coach Moe.
It's cold, ho. Don't you know no good?
Whoa. You open the show.
Whoa. Good.
Hey, everybody, that's Latisse, and she opened up the show with a classic.
Yeah.
If you're not a Martin fan, you wouldn't understand.
If you don't know Elroy, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if you don't know Elroy, we
you can't roll with us.
Tune in later.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sot Pod, some of that podcast.
Yeah.
We're back.
A little short hiatus.
Yep. I'm Coach Moe.
Tune in right now. It's Coach Moe.
We got Tise over there.
Yo,
Y'all
Tise,
doing?
talk to him.
And this is episode 129.
129. We moving on
Moving on up. 129.
Man,
That's right, Sean. I let it ride for us.
I know that's right.
We at Sonic Palace Studio
I know that's right.
in a beautiful part of the west side of Chicago.
Cold part of the
Well, it is cold. It is cold.
child.
But we made it.
We
We'll
did.
give you guys another episode. Speaking of cold, Tease, were you snowed in last weekend? If that was quote unquote snowed in. Remember, we live in Chicago. We've seen a lot of snow.
Yeah.
But would you call that snowed in?
I don't think I wasn't technically snowed in, but I did snow in prepare. So I did get, I went grocery shopping, got my
Water.
got my water.
What else? Let's see how you be eating.
Snacks.
See how you be eating when you snowed in. What else? Snacks.
Got my snacks. I had a frozen pizza.
Oh yeah.
Got
Okay.
my I bought some regular food to cook.
Okay.
Made sure my cat had all her food and her
Right.
treats.
Right.
And got a bottle of wine.
Right.
And-
No dark liquor.
No, I didn't.
No, okay.
I'm trying to, I could probably do without alcohol,
I feel you.
I could
feel
probably
you.
do without alcohol. I'm trying to get my health in order. So I've been limited in my drinking a lot. So I've been keeping it to wine, but
Wine.
I'm a dark liquor girl, so
So you had.
I'm gonna have me a little, I'm gonna have me some whiskey. I'm gonna get that whiskey now.
You sound like auntie at Miss Ann's pack. Give me some whiskey now.
Auntie gonna have that
Auntie gonna have
whiskey.
some whiskey. So you had some frozen pizza, water, snacks, wine.
Yeah, some fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the two essentials you missing. Now don't have me say it.
I
I'm
know
gonna
what
say
you're
it.
trying to
I'm gonna
get
say
at.
it.
I'm
I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna let you see. I'm gonna give you a chance to say it. So these two things you missing.
That be what?
Well, you snowed in. Two essential items.
Our ideal snow in is, you be snowed in with somebody.
Yes, again. So you're missing two things.
You be snowed in with somebody, and you all will have Bible study, and y'all talk about life.
This is some of that podcast.
Snow.
Not. This ain't no church podcast. We said that on day one. No, so
Well, why don't you tell the people then, bro, what you think?
this is what Latisse had. These two things she had at her crib. Okay, one was a bottle of KY jelly.
Oh no!
The second thing she had was a box of condoms.
Oh my gosh! You guys,
On this show, we
not a real
promote.
thing.
On this show, we promote safe sex.
Wait, you guys.
Even though raw is law. But, but go ahead.
Now who's
I'm
starting?
wrong? I'm wrong?
No, I did not have no KY jelly.
All right.
Okay, why
All right.
would I need that?
Okay, I'm wrong.
Okay.
I'm wrong. But, however, ladies and gentlemen, we're potting.
Yeah.
So, this is why I said, listen, if you're snowed in with a boo, okay, it don't matter. This person can be, it don't have to be your boo. It could be just somebody, you can call, who can help change your oil. It's me and my homie.
Take the garbage out.
Me and my homie Black Rails to say, R.I.P. my boy Seneca. He used to say, let me come over there and change your oil. So,
Move some furniture. For
yeah,
me.
you got somebody to snow in with to change your oil. You got to have those essentials. Okay?
Yeah, I think it's the essential for my ladies. Y'all know you just want somebody to be there with you, to keep you warm.
I hear you. I hear
that's
you.
all.
I hear you.
And have a good conversation,
And watch Netflix or Amazon
and watch
Prime.
Netflix. I did. You know what I will say? I did watch I got a lot of shows in Why these last couple weeks that the snow been keeping us in. I didn't finish Power. We'll talk about that later, but yeah, I didn't
Hand
finish.
claps.
I finished Power.
I'm so proud of you.
I got through his or hers.
That was so good.
So yeah, I've been
good.
watching my TV.
Did you watch that movie, The Rip?
I did. I loved it.
That was a good movie.
I thought it was. I like action movies.
Yeah.
I'm a action movie type of girl. So yeah,
that was a good movie.
That was good. If y'all haven't seen The Rip, it's on Netflix. It's with Ben Affleck,
Matt Damon,
Tiana
Taylor. It's some really good acting in that movie.
It was good.
Good acting in that movie. It was a suspenseful, lot of action. Because it really threw me. I had no idea what was happening until the end.
Yeah, it was good. I was kind of suspecting, and then I was convinced that it was gonna be, how they was portraying, like, that Matt Damon was playing like that part.
Yeah, that's what messed me up.
Yeah, I was like, okay, but I like how they twisted it around. Though.
No, it was a good movie.
I ain't gonna spoil it for y'all, but y'all watch it.
Make sure y'all check it out. It was good. But yeah, I know when you are snowed in, it's good to have your subscription paid up to all your
that part,
all your apps.
That part,
and
your internet babe.
Your internet, yeah, it's good to have that because at least if you snow, like if you know for a whole entire day and night you're not gonna go anywhere, you can watch what you want to watch. You can catch up on things you haven't seen. If you got your essential foods you like to eat, you can do all that.
Yeah.
While the weather passes.
Yeah.
Again, it snowed last weekend, but it wasn't a lot. It was about 3 to 4 inches. Pause.
It was a lot though. It was
the lake effect.
Yeah, it was a lake effect snow. Yeah.
But we've seen more. Basically, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot more. I mean, think about it. In 4 inches, you can still drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after.
It depends on how the roads though.
Well,
bro.
that's true. But they did. Where I'm at and in the burbs, they got to it.
Yeah.
After it stopped.
Yeah.
They got to it.
Yeah.
I know some people in Chicago were still kind of complaining.
Yeah.
And was saying, they side streets wasn't done and stuff like that. But
they complain about that every year.
They sure do. But but like I said, like I can still move around in 3 to 4 inches. Pause. I can still move around in that.
Pause.
Yeah, big pause. I can still move around that. I don't necessarily want to drive in it when it's coming down like that.
Yeah.
But I can still move around in it though.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
I I used to work in the suburb when I used to live in Forest Park. So I used to drive to Elk Grove and Rolling Meadows for almost 15 years. So
you sure did.
I'm
You
a
sure did.
I'm a good driver in the snow. So I trust myself driving in the snow. So I don't like to do it, but I know how to drive because we had no choice back in the day. I was driving in the Monte Carlo back there. That car
I
stayed
remember
low. That
the
car
red
stayed
Monte
low.
Carlo,
yeah.
y'all.
That car stayed low. So I know how to drive in the snow. But I even Sunday though, like by me too, it wasn't too bad. It was when I got close to my parents' house. It was like, dang, it just started. The snow started backing up. It was
did.
And it was that lake effect
Saturday
snow.
night. That's when it started. So let me get a rewind sound.
Yeah.
So speaking of Saturday night, I might as well just talk about it. So Saturday night was the Derrick Rose retirement game. So I was there. I remember when I going and parking, it was no snow. It was cool. So when we got out of the retirement ceremony, it was like a damn blizzard just started happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it happened so fast. And plus it was cold too Saturday night.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of the Derrick Rose retirement ceremony, first of all,
congrats to Derrick Rose.
Yeah. He deserved it. Because Derrick Rose deserves his jersey to be retired. I'll get into that in a minute. But the game was good.
Yeah.
It was a really good Bulls game.
Yeah.
It was packed.
Yeah.
Inside the United Center.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be
packed.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be packed.
And people came out to see Derrick Rose.
Chicago loved D Rose.
All races.
Yeah.
Nationalities, male, female, bull daggers, whatever. They was all out.
The bull daggers catch a stray.
I love them, but anyway, it was just great to see so many people come out to see him. Bulls win. They start the ceremony literally 20 minutes after the Bulls game was over. The way they came out there and put the little stage up for the band, put the little seats for the family and Derrick and his family. I mean, they put that up so fast.
Yeah, yeah. I like to see stuff like that.
Me
How
too.
How they just like all the pieces
I
come
mean, it's
together.
so the way they do it, and like everybody got a part to play, and they do it.
I mean, you figure how they do the Super Bowl.
Yes,
That's
yes,
just crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
But the ceremony, I thought it was. I have to give the Bulls kudos because I was worried that they wasn't going to do this right for him, but they actually did.
Why do you think that? Like, what do you?
Because the Bulls organization,
yeah,
really don't know how to
hit or miss.
Yeah, they don't really know how to celebrate former great players in the right way in the past. But they did a really good job. The Jumbotron, the video tribute, it was all dope. They did a great job. The people who said a few words to Derrick, that was great.
I saw it online. It was nice. Yeah.
You had Joe Kim speak, Coach Tibbs, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
Taj Gibson, I believe he was going off that Hennessy. That Brooklyn came out of Taj.
Yeah.
But he did a good job. And he got emotional talking about Derrick.
Yeah.
And just to see, for me, seeing Derrick now compared to how he used to be, he has completely changed.
Yeah. He matured.
He's very, he's so open to talk now. Like before,
you can see the confidence in him.
Oh, it's for me, listening to him talk, because Derrick's speech, I thought was inspiring. And I think if you was a shorty from Chicago and you heard his speech, I thought it was inspiring. And I love how he talked about his mom, his brothers, how he talked about his first child's mother, and he talked about his wife, and then the message he said to his kids while they were sitting there. That's a man. That's a man that's matured into a man. And he really did deserve his number to be retired because for me, it's not about him not winning a championship here. It's about, I think the Bulls did a great job of realizing what he meant to not only the Bulls, but to this entire city who are Bulls fans.
Yeah.
And I think they got it right because that was a great decision by them to retire his jersey. Because he was the youngest MVP ever. He made the Bulls relevant.
Those are my peak fan years.
People literally would not miss a Bulls game.
Oh no.
When he was playing and that team, because you wanted to tune in to see what he was going to do.
I was always going.
When they went on the road, people were coming to see the Chicago Bulls and Derrick Rose. So he did deserve his jersey to be retired here. And, it's funny because I think was it Luol Deng or somebody was like, your number's going to the Raptors, but so are all of us.
Yeah.
He's talking about his teammates.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because them dudes love Derrick.
Yeah.
And I always say this. When people say stuff about you, you can tell when it's coming off the heart and not written. And you can just tell it's real.
All of them were,
25 of his former teammates showed up.
That's crazy.
That says a lot.
That says a lot, bro.
That says a lot.
That says a lot about the person that he is. And it just, I ain't gonna lie, I got hyped seeing because those are my peak years of loving the block. I'm still a Bulls fan, but back then it was just like you said, he brought so much excitement.
He did.
And it we had those years of bogusness.
It was bad.
We had
it was bad.
over a decade of bogusness, and then Derrick came along and they brought new life into it. And then we had our playoff runs, and it was a fun time. And it just was unfortunate he got injured, but I enjoyed seeing all of them. It just reminded me of that time and how much fun it was watching the Bulls back then. And when Tibbs, and they was, people don't like Tibbs, but everywhere he go, he win.
He do.
Say what you,
he do.
He gonna run you in the ground, and but whatever. It's a rough side of play, but you cannot say that he don't produce wins. And
Derrick talked highly about Tibbs.
He did. He said it ain't Tibbs' fault that he,
that he
said,
got
fuck
hurt. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said,
yeah.
Oh, man, I enjoyed that speech, man.
I was glad to see Tibbs there too.
Me too. And Derrick said Tibbs was like his best coach ever. He was like, I've always heard Derrick talk about Tibbs though, even throughout the years, and if we're going to be totally honest, Tibbs probably got the most out of Derrick Rose. When Tiz took over, that's when Derrick, his game changed. He ascended.
Yeah.
The Bulls became better.
Yeah.
The Bulls were really good defensively.
Yeah.
The Bulls were efficient on offense. Like the Bulls really became
He brought the
playoff
best
contenders.
out of all of them. He pulled
Sure
out
did.
everything that.
Sure did.
Everything that. I mean, Joe was the defensive player of the year
Yep.
while he was there.
Yep.
I mean,
Sure did.
Luau became an all-star
Yep.
one. I think a couple years times maybe.
Yep.
So I mean, he whatever he maximized everything that they had.
Yeah.
I think Tibbs is good at doing that.
Yeah.
Realizing what somebody does good, and he gonna play the hell out of you.
Yep.
He gonna make sure you
He gonna run you in the ground.
he
bro.
gonna run you in the
Gonna run you in the
ground.
ground.
You know, I mean, it's a balance he probably has to, he'll learn to take. But
Yeah.
It produces winners. You
It's,
can't.
it's unfortunate because at the ceremony they were booing Tibbs, the fans.
That was stupid.
I hated it, but a lot of fans believe he's the reason why Derrick tore his ACL.
Yeah, because they was up. When
They was up,
when
and
got-
Derrick
yeah.
was still in the game. They was up by so much.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can't really put that on a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you could say, why was he in the game? But, again, in the NBA, a 16-point lead, 17-point lead really ain't a lead.
Yeah, especially in the playoffs.
It's really not.
Yeah.
I mean, if a team hits 4 threes, they only down 6.
Yeah.
So it's not really. It's unfortunate, man.
But you remember, bro, during that time though, and I don't know if it was LeBron. Somebody was just talking about this recently. Around that time, it was a lot of ACL tears.
It was,
And it
was.
still is.
It was.
A lot of the injuries that they have
was.
now is because of how the game has changed and how it is like the game is so much faster, and so how the players play that makes them it's susceptible to
I think
different kind of
LeBron or
injuries
somebody
now.
was talking about that.
I
Somebody on their
think it was
podcast.
LeBron.
Yeah, it was
Maybe it was
somebody on
LeBron or Ty, what's his name? Halliburton.
Oh,
maybe.
Halliburton. Yeah, they was on
so-
it. They was on there together. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so-
And I do think I'm gonna go by what Derrick said. Derrick said that sometimes things happen for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And Derrick said at the time it happened to him, he did think his life was over.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said he bounced back and he realized, I'm supposed to go through this.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He went through it. He bounced back. He was able to play 16 years. And I think for him, that's when the transition, he started to change as a person. He started to realize that maybe, I'm just not a basketball player. It's other stuff
Yeah.
I'm going to do with my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to show people I'm going to bounce back.
Yeah.
And he did. And again, it's always that what if. It's going to always be that what if with Derrick Rose. It's going to always be what if he would have never got hurt. Just like with Penny Hardaway,
Yeah.
Brandon Roy,
Yeah.
John Wall.
Yeah.
We can name countless players. What if?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't explain it. It just happens.
Yeah.
It just happens.
I think too. I think what with Derrick, part of his legacy and why he is so loved here in Chicago, but outside of just being a Chicago kid, but I think loved in general. When Derrick came on, because you remember, like we talk about how he was so quiet and he wasn't as confident. He was confident on the basketball court. He wasn't scared about. He's like, how Beyonce say she quiet outside, but when she get on the stage, she different.
It's true.
It's something with Derrick. He's quiet when he's on, interview him, but on the floor he wasn't quiet.
No.
But I think that because of Chicago, we not really like a Hollywood type city.
That's
so and he wasn't like Hollywood.
No,
so he
Derrick
just
was not Hollywood.
All of you.
We saw that.
You saw that when the All Star and
Yeah.
LeBron and D Wade and all them came out and they was doing their dance, and Derrick was just standing there he wasn't about the flash.
He was standing like, y'all goofy moms. I ain't doing that. I'm from Chicago.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, but he deserved it. People, I saw people were questioning whether or not he should have got it because he didn't win a ring. But I think what he did for Chicago, was more impactful than obviously a ring will be great, but I think it was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It gave you the same feel.
He had at the time if not the most popular jersey in the NBA or top 2.
Yeah.
At that time.
Everybody
that
loves,
shoe
yeah.
was popular. That
Oh,
Derrick
yeah.
Rose Adidas.
Yeah.
Like these shorties love Derrick Rose.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And I'll say this. You can debate, you can argue, you can have a discussion about who means more to the city, Derrick Rose or Michael Jordan. You can debate. You can. I don't think there's a wrong answer. However, I will say this: Derrick Rose can go anywhere in this city, and I don't think nobody will bother him.
Nope.
I truly believe that.
Yeah.
Because he is one of us.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can relate to what he said in his ceremony. It was how I grew up, dirty ass couch, not knowing if we're going to eat. A lot of us know what that means. So that's why a lot of people
relate to it. Yeah.
And to see him make it, they feel like, yeah, we all made it or we all can make it. So I think that's the part that people who outside Chicago don't get.
Yeah.
They looking at it from the basketball part, but they don't realize like
the human part.
He is like one of those success stories.
Yeah.
Like he can go to any school on the south side of Chicago into a classroom and it's gonna be all ears when he talks. This is what it is.
I love it. I think he deserved it, and I love to see how he just matured into the man. Like you can just see the man that he has become, and I think that's dope for his sons and other boys too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love it.
Yep,
it was dope.
Sound, let me get a rewind. You ready for the Super Bowl? First of all, who playing the Super Bowl?
You doing me like that, bro?
Yeah, I got
Patriots and the Seahawks.
Okay, good job, Tise.
Okay,
I have to ask because some people be like, I just want to go to the party. I don't even know who playing.
That's facts, but I I got the pool going on. So
who you picking?
You know what?
You ain't made your choice yet.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks. It might be Legion of Boom Part 2.
Okay.
It might be that. But Patriots are. I haven't followed the Patriots really all year, like that. But they've been doing.
The Patriots had a really good year.
They had a really good year. So I think it's gonna be a good game. But I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Who you got, bro?
I'm going with the Seahawks.
Okay.
By the way, everybody, the game is February 8th, for those of you listening.
Yes, next Sunday,
Super Bowl Sunday, which is, to me, a national holiday. But I'm going with the Seahawks. I actually think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I really do think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be in Santa Clara. That's where the 49ers play at. So it's going to be out in Cali. I think the Seahawks are going to win. I think it's going to be a close game. I think they're going to win by like a touchdown. If you watch the Seahawks, they got a really good defense.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's remind me of Legion of Boom.
They got a really good defense, man. And then Sam Darnold, you talk about another dude drafted high, number 2 overall with the Jets. Was there 3 years, and it was basically like his career might be over. He goes somewhere else to the Vikings last year, have a career season. Goes to the Seattle Seahawks, gets paid, has another good year. Now it's like, oh, maybe he can play. It just goes to show you sometimes.
You got to stick with it.
You got to stick with it, and coaching does matter.
It does. Coaching matters a lot, yeah.
Now he's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nobody would have thought that 4 years ago.
Yeah. They was ready to write him off.
They were. And now he's in the Super Bowl. So he got an opportunity to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a hell of a story. For a guy like him, if he can win the Super Bowl, he plays well, and they win, and he get the Super Bowl MVP, it'll be a hell of a story.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to watch the Super Bowl at home.
Bro, the older you get, I ain't even going to lie.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was a thing to go to Super Bowl parties. And
it was like a
huge
big
thing. And it was like, people, bro, you've been on pause, bro, since you got here.
Yeah, man.
You've been out of control.
I have to catch myself.
But no, it used to be like a thing to like do Super Bowl parties, and people would have big parties. So people used to have strippers at Super Bowl parties.
Yeah, I remember
that
days.
was like
Those
a thing.
Wild days.
Those are some wild days. But I think like the older you get, it's just that's crazy. That is crazy. But you just want to be at home.
Yeah,
you want to be at home in a comfortable, or your own your own stuff, just sitting on your couch and and enjoying the show. Like I want to. This year the Super Bowl halftime show should be interesting. I don't really know nothing about Bad Bunny,
right?
Yeah.
I think he's finna do something wild.
I hope he's
on national TV.
Spanish the whole time.
It's gonna be something wild. I think. I really believe it's gonna be something wild. Like, I believe he's going to come out there with a dress. I believe he's going to come out there with a dress on. So he's going to do something wild.
He should.
It's going to be something wild.
Anything to make MAGA mad, he should.
That's why I think he's going to do
it. He should. He going to have anything. He can, as wild as it should be.
He's going to do something to piss the president off.
He should.
I think he is.
The president don't even know that, Puerto Rico is a part of, our country.
A lot of MAGAs don't. They probably think he's from another.
they don't realize that, Puerto Rico is a territory.
No,
so,
they don't. But, Super Bowl Sunday, next Sunday, February 8th. It's going to be on Fox, I believe.
Yeah.
So, again, Super Bowl Sunday is one of those Sundays that people take off work if they can. People host parties. People go to parties. The new commercials for 2026 appear.
All the commercials. Yeah.
Some artists like to drop new music if they're performing on Super Bowl. It's a lot. Super Bowl is like a big rollout.
It is.
It's a huge rollout.
It is.
It's a way to maximize your advertising dollars. So I'm looking forward to it. And then after that Sunday, you know what that means? No more football for damn near 6 months.
Yeah.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
Once the Super Bowl is over with.
Yeah. It transitions to the other,
got to focus on basketball.
The playoffs be like not far after that. So yeah. Yeah.
Sound, let me get a rewind. All right. Right.
All right.
Right now, the state of Minnesota and the city of Minneapolis, they going through it right now.
Yeah.
They really going through it right now.
Yeah.
So last week, it wasn't an ICE agent technically, right? This was a Department of Homeland Security agent. DHS, as they've been calling it. These damn symbols. They got so many some initials for so many parts of the government. Anyway, so a DHS agent shot agents. We still don't know who pulled the trigger. Agents shot to kill a man in Minneapolis. It wasn't even a protest, was it? This was like he was out there taking pictures of them, of the DHS agents. What were they doing?
Well, in Minnesota, because of the operation that the DHS and ICE and all that had to go into Minnesota, and they were calling it a surge.
A surge. And so that's the word.
The people in Minnesota, they kind of like, as a community, all have been like warning people that when they see ICE agents or when they see them.
That's right.
So he was just out there. They had like they have their whistles to let people know like they in the neighborhood basically.
Like what they call it, neighborhood watch.
Basically.
Yeah, neighborhood watch.
They have neighborhood watch, and so they've been just alert everybody, and it's they've been alerting people so they can document everything.
Yes.
To warn people and document. And so they pull their phones out. Like, we watching y'all, because, bro, the thing is, the rest in peace to the people that they just killed.
They shot and killed. The man's name was Alex Purdy.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I think it's...
Rest in peace to him. Yeah. He was shot and killed.
Mm-hmm. They killed the lady 2 weeks ago. And then 2 weeks before that, what's 2 weeks before that? On New Year's Eve, they killed the black dude.
Yeah.
But that wasn't that in video.
No.
So that you don't hear that. That's what gave me my point is that if they hadn't been recording, we just have the man that was killed by ICE. Mind you, the ICE officer was off duty too when they killed that black man on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
He was off duty and he killed him. But it's a lot of deaths that have happened that we just don't hear about because it's not being recorded. And so it's like shout out to Minnesota for organizing as a Minneapolis as a community to get this stuff, because if we didn't see the video, bro, then you could have, Christy Nome and all them, even though they still do it with the video with their straight face lies
it's
about stuff.
unbelievable.
So they would be able to drive a narrative if we didn't see it with our own eyes.
Yeah.
And so how they're doing it is an example of how all of us should do when if these surges come to our cities and back, is to, as a community, how can we do this? To put them cell phones out. That's all that we have, even though that, it's so much censorship trying to go on around that as well. But I think I read like last year, not only like it's not just like one-offs. Like I think they said last year was the deadliest year for people dying in immigration custody.
See,
and you don't hear about that.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
See, this is the point. This is why I probably got to stop watching CNN. But I like, if you're familiar with Abby Phillips, so she does a thing every night.
Yeah, their round table.
And she does a wrap up of what happened. So this is what you just said. Is last year was the deadliest.
That's what I read. Yeah.
So what pisses me off, and it's not because I'm trying to defend the Obama administration or whatever, or President Obama. But see, they try to compare. We know the numbers say President Obama deported more.
Sure.
We know that.
Sure.
But the way it was done is totally different how it's been done now.
The uniforms is totally different.
It's totally different.
Yeah.
And but on those shows, you got those people like Scott Jennings and others who try to compare.
They love to say that
what Trump is doing with ICE versus what the Obama administration did. It's like night and day.
They want you to believe their lies and not what you see.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
There were not people, men, women. I don't even know if ICE is even women. I've yet to see any, but there were not dudes on the street in masks,
right?
Heavy artillery,
pulling
people out their cars, going to schools, trying to get in schools to take children out of their schools. That was not happening. So it was a big difference.
It's a big difference
with the way deportation was.
What they doing now is clearly it's lawless behavior. It's lawless behavior, and the thing is with ICE and immigration and ICE, people don't realize they ain't been around that long.
No,
they ain't been around that long, and it's within that this agency didn't come apart until after 9/11. It was a response to 9/11, and so it was supposed to be be more forceful with who's coming in the state. Because remember, when it first started, they was messing with Middle Eastern people.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Muslims.
Yeah, Muslims was catching hell.
Muslims was catching hell. Yeah. So it's to me, it's always been a questionable situation. It's always been a questionable agency because it's hard to have something like this without putting a little sprinkle of racism on it. It is, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard, because when you think about immigration in America, they're not thinking about white immigrants. Even though we have 500,000 white immigrants here, we're not seeing them getting snatched. They're only going to think about the brown people. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so it's it has been questions coming up now as to whether or not it should be dismantled. And I think well,
the director stepped down, right? What's his name?
I don't know if he stepped down or they made him step down.
Yeah.
And they put another dummy in his place. But it's they only because it was documented and we saw, and they can't get around that. And I think because of the stuff he was saying, it's gonna be so many lawsuits. They're gonna have so many lawsuits. They were relying on that man's family. I mean, his family has already released statements, and that lady's family. It's going to be so many lawsuits.
Well, let's talk about what happened. What happened was the man, Alex, was out there with his phone taking pictures and video or whatever. There was a lady that was like by the curb or whatever.
They pushed her.
And the ICE agent walked up to her and pushed her.
Yeah.
So he intervened. I don't know what was said, but whatever said, he intervened. They pushed him.
Mm-hmm.
He said something. Then some more ICE agents came, and then they pretty much subdued him, threw him to the ground. He did have a weapon on him, but he's a CCL.
Yeah.
He's licensed. And
he didn't have the gun out.
He did not have the gun out.
Yeah.
And the video shows that while he was on the ground being subdued, one of the ICE agents actually retrieved the gun, moved it, walked away with it, and all of a sudden you hear within like seconds, gun, and then right after that you hear shots.
Yeah.
People say they heard 5 to 10 shots. People say they heard more.
I heard a bunch.
I heard a bunch of shots.
I heard at least, to me, it sound like at least 10.
I heard a bunch of shots.
That was
now for me, it looks like he was basically not assassinated, but
executed.
Executed. That's what I'm looking for. He was executed because if he wasn't a threat, why was he shot multiple times on the ground?
Yeah. The same reason why they shot that lady in the face.
That too.
The same reason why they shot that lady in the face.
Now you've got.
Because they can.
Now you've got the media, and I know who's done this. The MAGA, the pro-Trump people. Now there's this video of the same guy, Alex. Supposedly he's spitting at ICE agents like weeks prior, and I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, because they feel like people are trying to call this dude a martyr or trying to say he was a good guy. They're trying to say the opposite. Kind of like what the media does with certain people.
All the time.
They try to bring up like the past.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
What he did weeks ago doesn't matter what happened last week.
Yeah.
Those two are,
he did that.
Those two are two different.
Absolutely.
What he did does not deserve for him to be shot.
Absolutely.
He didn't threaten those ICE agents. He didn't point a gun at them. The gun was long gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe nothing that our government puts out. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't believe nothing. Nothing. Anything. They're lying. I mean, immediately after we saw what we saw, they sat up there and just told flat out lies. Just flat out lies. I mean, anybody that it's so much demonic energy, bro. Like, not to even be like spiritual about it. When you get up in front of people, a nation, and just flat out lie like that, it's something wrong. That's demonic, and for them to be trying to attach themselves to Christianity is crazy to me.
They are.
It's crazy to me because it's nothing about what they're doing. It's opposite of everything that Christianity is about. I mean, literally, the Bible talks about welcoming foreigners, treating them nicely, respecting your neighbor, all the kind of things that the Bible tells you how to do, especially in regards to quote unquote immigration. And this is how you say that you're what you're doing, and then want to put it under the veil of Christianity. Like, stop! I don't like that.
And
I don't like it is. They're trying to make us, bro. They're trying to make the country. They have, and they've been successful with make people being desensitized to. Because when everybody saw George Floyd get killed, and and then after when that happened, bro, like you just said, what they do. They take the victim and they say, "Oh, he was a crackhead. He died from crack." Or that they go when somebody
he did a porn movie.
He did a porn movie. They find all these reasons to make the person less human. And when we've been seeing these black people being killed since we got here, right? Since we got here, but on a mass scale,
unfortunately,
in our years, within the last 10 plus years, 15 years, we've seen all these different deaths from law enforcement, and people normalized it. And when we were marching, when people were saying Black Lives Matter, not Black lives, all lives matter. But nobody's saying that now. And so then they're like, well, now everybody's like, well, black people, where y'all at? We're still doing the same thing we were before. Where were you all at when we were telling you? Y'all was saying y'all bring up race too. It's always about race.
It's
always about race. It's always about race. It's always about poor people. And then it's desensitized so much, because the thing is, if it don't matter if you black, white, whatever, if you get comfortable with seeing death like that, that's how come they can feel comfortable with shooting that man in the face. I mean, shooting that man in cold blood 10 times for nothing, because oh, we've already done this. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't really care about death.
No.
Y'all don't care about death. You don't care about that. So we can get this stuff off. And you normalize it for society. And so then now it's like, now we can bring up stuff to make him less human and justify, the reasons for killing him. And it's just like, it's crazy.
I personally think that these ICE agents know they have no repercussions. I believe they know. I believe they know they have no consequences. I believe they know that.
Yeah.
And I believe that's how they move.
And I believe all these people are January 6th,
You know who Tiffany Cross is?
Yeah.
She said that she believes some of these ICE agents are just Proud Boys.
I believe it too.
Who happen to have a little background experience in security or law enforcement, and now they get a chance to go do what they been wanting to do.
Hell yeah.
And now they have a gun and a badge to do it.
These people are so untrained. It's like watching the episode of Mad TV. Like how goofy they are, how they interact with the public. You could just tell they're not trained. And it's like, but that stuff comes from the top. If you have a incompetent president, everything, they say shit rolls down the hill. Like, everything else from underneath there is the same, bro.
Shit rolls down the hill and it gets bigger and bigger.
I mean, it's just as little as what it is,
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. And then, my last point is, you hear people react right away like, well, he shouldn't have had a gun at a protest or a riot. And I'm saying to myself, y'all didn't say that shit about Kyle Rittenhauser.
Facts.
He was walking down the street with a motherfucking.
He was 2 years old.
What did he have? Sound an AR sound? He's walking down the street with the AR.
He's 2.
And
he was not supposed to have that.
And when he got arrested, people was setting up GoFundMe's.
They do. That's the new. You know what they said, bro? That's the new. What is it? That's the new, not scam, but that's the new plug. Is to be racist and then get a GoFundMe, because these people that be being racist now, the people they say something, they get fired from their job for calling somebody a name or doing something, and they do a GoFundMe, and within days they got millions of dollars.
Yeah,
which just tells you just what this country is. Like, I don't understand the statement of, this is not America. Well, who is it? This is America. This is America revealed.
It is America.
This is America revealed. Like, why are we acting like this is not us?
And they love
there
guns.
There was a hope, and I still don't believe, like, as a whole, that people are not barbaric like that. But the other half is really like this. The other half of the country really like that. The other half of the country really like that. Like, it's unfortunate that it is, but there are a lot of people that do believe in a diverse, they
do
a diverse community, and then there's a great amount of people that be like,
again,
go back to Africa.
Yes, a lot. Yes,
go back to Mexico. Like, what?
Go back to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Like, what do you say? And I'd be like, how do you have the audacity to tell anybody here to go back somewhere when nobody is native here but the natives? But Mexicans. How are you going to tell them to go back somewhere when technically the natives, they all were here before us, and we got here because we brought us here. So,
all right, all right.
Just
prayers to that man's family.
Yeah, prayers for this country.
Minneapolis is, that city is really going through it, and that mayor has been cussing out the president, ICE. He told them that y'all get the fuck out of my city. Excuse my language, mom, everybody, but that's what he said, and he meant that. But hey, them citizens in Minneapolis, they are fed up.
Mm-hmm. I hope the lawyers all around the country, all the people that are in custody now. I mean, if people are in custody, if 75% of the people in there are here legally, and so now we're just holding them just because y'all need somebody to fill beds, and they in these inhumane, disgusting. I hope that there's like a fund. That's what we need to be doing, is raising funds. So when these people get out, sue everything.
Sue everybody.
Sue them.
Yep, sue everybody.
Sue. I mean, because it makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
I agree with you.
There are people here that are illegal, and there are people here that are murderers and rapists and all that stuff, but it's a way to do stuff.
But that's what
the
it was
reason why we
supposed to
got
be
rules.
about. Remember, T's quote unquote, we're going to deport the murderers and the rapists. Remember, that's what the whole.
And it's not.
But I believe that was a cover. That was a cover.
It absolutely was a cover. It's about scaring people of color, and it's about a certain power in showing that we can do what we want to do.
Yep.
And they really can't, because Congress is complicit. The Supreme Court does nothing. So the system that's supposed to balance a crazy president is not working.
Not working at all.
So it's not working. So I feel like if the checks and balances ain't balancing, then we just do away with all of it. Then. Do away with all of it.
Get
bro.
rid of it.
Why? I mean, for what? What are we doing? And then stop sending. Why are we sending money to the federal government for them to kill us and to kick people off the streets and to kidnap them and to rape kids and to have them sleeping in feces and not getting their medicine and people dying because they don't have their insulin? That's stupid. Mm-hmm. Why are we sending money to them for do that? Mm-hmm. Like, that's just.
This is America.
Yeah, it's just disturbing. It's disturbing.
Remember the song, boy? Every time something happened, I'd be like, I just go hit play. This is America. Sound, let me get a rewind.
It was an accurate song.
All right, let's talk about this Power finale. Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I thought it was good.
You liked it?
I did. That was good.
Huff.
You thought it was Huff?
Did not like it.
Really? Why you think it was Huff, bro?
I hated the way they ended it.
Wait. What did you hate about it?
Because nobody died.
Bro, they was dying like the last all season.
Jannard, big eared ass should have died. Vic should have died. Somebody should have died.
But you can tell they had to keep some people, because you can tell
Why?
Because you can tell they're getting ready to do like a spinoff. It's obvious they're getting ready to do a spinoff.
All they did was do a preview to tell us know what's coming next.
Yeah. They
had Tariq come for like 20 minutes of the damn show. And he came there and killed one person.
Yeah.
And who was the niggas he was with? Ain't nobody ever seen them before. Where was they from? Like, did he bring them from New York or what?
Right. Yeah, I don't know where they came from. Because I mean, like, when Power Book 2 ended, they just showed him and Braden, like, you know, going, and we assumed they were going to Chicago.
Right, we all assumed that.
We assumed they were going to Chicago.
We did.
But it's like, yeah, how you get a...
That ending was better than this.
How you get a crew already?
It got a whole crew. And then in the scene, like, you know, Tommy talking about, you know, he a dad now and all that. And the way that Tariq was just looking, he was looking weird. And then when Tommy was, you know,
Tommy did look weird at the end when he was like,
it just,
you know, we can do this together back in New York. It was kind of,
it was just weird, man. It was just weird. But I mean, I like Tommy's spinoff. I thought it was good. Some people didn't like it. I thought it was good. I watched it from day one.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Tommy's like my favorite character from the whole Power.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite ones.
Franchise. Yeah. Anyway,
I liked him too because he actually from Chicago too.
That too, and I just thought he killed that role.
Yeah,
I thought he really killed that role.
I can't see nobody else playing Tommy.
Me either.
Somebody had mentioned like Mark Wahlberg or something.
No.
I was like, no.
Hell no.
He I think the guy, what's his name? Joseph
Sikora.
Yeah,
Joseph Sikora.
That's his role.
From Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, that's his role.
But I'm looking forward to see how they come up with the Tommy and Tariq in New York, back in New York. I'm looking forward to see what they do. But I'm really looking forward to this Power Origins that's about to begin, where we get to see now. Finally, we get to see who Breeze was and how he was killed. I get so tired of Negroes talking about Breeze. Breeze is hit. Breeze is, remember, all through Raising Canaan. That's Breeze. That's Breeze. We don't know who Breeze. We finally saw him last season in Raising Canaan, but now we get to see how they all came about.
Yeah,
we get to see how Ghost became Ghost.
That's crazy that they did all this though. Like when you had Canaan, I thought that was going to be like the origins. Like I thought that was going to be it.
Right.
But now you got another one, but then you got a whole different characters. That's weird.
They got new cast.
Yeah.
Old boy who played Kanan is gonna be on that. He's gonna be on the Power Origins. I just want to see how it's going to be written. That's all. Because the one thing I always said about Power, they had dope writers, and I think certain shows you can't let them continue and linger on because then the storyline gets boring. Mm-hmm. And I always thought they ended Power the right way. Mm-hmm. I always thought you had to kill off Ghost.
I didn't think that.
I always thought you had to, because that way it gave it like a great ending. And then when they did the after Power, it was Tommy's show. Mm-hmm. And then it was Tariq's. Like I like how they did it, each one. Now with this Power Origins, they go Origins. I'm sorry, Origins. They going all the way back now. Mm-hmm. Now we get to see was Ghost a lame at first. Was Tommy a lame at first?
Probably.
We get to see what's her name? Ghost, who he was really in love with. What's her name?
Jamie.
Angela. We get to see Angela.
Yeah.
We get to see all that now.
Yeah.
So this is
Tasha when she was young.
Tasha was that's what I can't wait to see. That's what I can't wait to see.
I don't know, bro. I finished this one because I did like Force 2, but I don't know. I think I might be done with the whole. I say it all the time. Like I think I might be done with the whole street stories. Yeah, it's getting harder for me to pay attention. Okay. And to keep my to watch a whole series of it. It's like, okay, because there's so many of it. It's like, okay,
it's a lot.
All right, we didn't had 6 seasons, 6, 7, 8 seasons of Ghost, and then we went into, Power Book 2. Then we got Kanan, then we had 4. I'm like, okay, I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. I say it all the time, and I started watching it, and then, but yeah, I'm trying to watch something different.
Now, speaking of something different, what about His and Hers? That show that was on
dope.
Netflix.
I binge watched that. I watched it almost in one day.
In one day?
Almost in one day. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta check out.
Well, y'all had enough time. Y'all had enough time to watch it, so we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, you have His and Hers is on Netflix. Yeah. It was what was it, 7 episode?
It's
series?
6.
6 episodes.
And they're not really that long.
They're not long at all.
Yeah.
But my advice: watch every episode uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Because the show, it will really have you locked in. The ending with the mama, I'll just say this. I never saw it coming.
I knew it.
Never saw the mama being the killer.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Never saw the mama being the killer at all. But when they go back and revisit it, it was perfect because nobody would ever think she would be.
Yeah.
And the movie, it's just dope. The way it's done is dope. From the beginning, it's just dope the way it is.
See, I knew, because I knew, which I didn't know until after I didn't know until I started watching it that it's actually a book, which I wish I would have got the book first.
Oh, it's a book. Oh, okay.
How a lot of books are written, I used to read a lot of suspense stuff like this. Mm-hmm. So I knew it was a book and I'm watching it. A lot of times with books, there's a character they introduce, but it's not a main character. So I knew that the killer was not going to be a main character. I had a feeling it was going to be somebody that they've shown, but they're not. They're big in the story, but they're not the biggest. And so I figured it was going to be the mother or that other girl, the girl who lost all the weight.
I thought it was a fat girl.
I thought it was going to be her.
That's what I thought it was.
And then I thought so I was like, it's going to be one of them two. And then towards the end, I thought when it was clear that it was the fat girl, that she had lost that weight.
Lost that weight.
I was like, okay. I thought that what happened was maybe the mother had saw the fat girl killing. Maybe she found out. Maybe she had found out that something had happened, and then she was going to try to do something about it. But on her way to do something about it, she ran into the girl, and that maybe they was working together somehow. But because how they were showing a picture for a long time, they never really did say that she had got raped until the end.
I can see how you come up with that conclusion.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, maybe she didn't, but I figured Mom was going to be involved in it. And then, because they didn't say that she actually had got raped, but then when they showed she got raped, I was like, oh, that then.
Yeah, they showed that.
Yeah.
And
I thought the fat girl was the one who got raped.
Right.
Yeah.
But then next thing we know, we see old girl getting raped by them dudes. And then
Which leads me to believe how she get mad when she the one who left.
Yeah.
She left her. So how would you had this long life vendetta against her when you the one who
She got mad as hell. I'm like,
Yeah,
what's
like,
your fat ass?
like-
What you mad for? What you mad at her
how
for?
you thought like she set y'all up when she was the one who got raped. So I'm trying to figure out
She was
like,
trying to help your big ass.
she was trying to help you. So I'm sitting here like, how you had this lifelong
Man.
like hatred for her when you the one who did her bogus.
So watching the end, I literally was sitting there like, I ain't really mad at mama.
I ain't mad at it
Like
either.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. She committed murders. I get it. You know what I mean? But I understand it. She
Yeah.
saw her daughter get raped on camera by her so-called friends, and they did nothing.
Yep.
So mama saw, hey, they get back a motherfucker, and mama saw red, and
Yeah.
she got it back strategically too.
Yeah. Yeah.
She really got them back. So
Yeah.
go check it out, everybody. Yeah, I think y'all will like it. I mean, people talking about it on social media for weeks, and I finally saw it like after like it had dropped like a week or two later because I kind of like want to wait, and I try to stay away from spoilers or people who were talking about
Yeah,
what's
me
going
too.
on.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I tuned in because that was one of my favorite Netflix series.
Yeah. It was good.
It was really good. So check it out. It's called His
Why
and
do I
Hers
got the heck was like a little
on
kid?
Netflix. Rewind Sound God. Question of the night. This was found by Latisse. She's like a top-notch research person.
I just happened to come across it on the internet.
The question was, and make sure you guys, when we ask this question, make sure you leave a comment about this question. This is a good question, especially for men, I think. Is it healthy to know your partner's past?
You say hell yeah. I want you to answer first though, bro. Do you think it's healthy?
Are we talking whole facts report?
Your past, whatever that is.
Or are we talking, did she used to be a cardcracker? She got a felony?
I think
She didn't rob motherfuckers? Cause that's I think it depends.
I think in general, but I think that question probably was more sort of framed about how many partners someone has.
So in
like
that case, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm thinking a little differently. Bruh, if you really like her and if you really want to be with her, don't ask her who she's been with and how many she's been with. Because you may not get the answer that you thought you were going to get. And if it's a number you think is way too much, you're going to look at her as a whore. And never again, you're not going to look at her in the same light. So for me personally, I feel like if you really, really want to be with her, don't ask.
okay.
Don't ask. Because I'm telling you, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt.
What J. Cole say when you got to multiply by 3, whatever number.
Because if she
that
tell
is.
you, well, I've only been with 7 men in my life, times 3.
I don't believe that though. I mean, J. Cole said it, but as a woman, I don't
Some
think
people say times 10.
no,
I ain't like that, but
no.
some people say the number she give you is not really the number. Double it or
Yeah.
triple it, but that's
Yeah.
But my advice is if you really, really like her, don't ask. Don't ask that question because you might not like the answer. Now, if she's gonna spare your feelings, she might just say, well, you know, I've had sex before. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Just take that answer, bruh.
Yeah.
Just take the answer because if you one of them dudes, well, how many dicks you done did, or man, you might get her. She might get her. She might tell you she didn't. She might tell you I done did a gangbang before.
Oh.
She might tell you might be sitting there like
I seen the girl saying that on social media before, bro. I don't know if it was TikTok or something. She was telling like, you know how they be doing like story time, and she was like, you know, back in my day, you know, when you in college, everybody run trains. I'm like,
whoa,
no, ma'am, no, ma'am.
She said back in the day, everybody got a
She's like,
train
you know, when
ran
you in
on
college,
them.
everybody got.
Okay.
I'm like, Never.
Right.
Never. They never thought about a trade. Like, are you serious? Like, but it's a world where like
some water all day.
it's a world where
she said back in college, everybody.
But it's a world where people, it's normal though, bro, that, you know, they think everybody got trades ran on them. And like you said, if that's her mentality and that's your girl, then you just don't ask her no
Don't
more.
ask her.
Don't ask her.
And then you got to be
nothing
upfront with her. Like, look, all I want to know is, like, look, if we go out somewhere, whatever, and it's some dudes you used to be with or dudes you used to, just don't have me in an awkward situation. Like, tell me, like, hey, so-and-so is here. I just want to let you know we used to mess around back before you or whatever. I don't want it to be weird. Because men got egos. It's fragile. Other men in them situations, you know, they may come up to your lady and be like, hey, and try to hug a certain way. You know what I'm talking about. Now it's going to be an issue. It might get ugly.
Yeah.
So I think women have the power to kind of like diffuse that at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying if that means a lot to you as a man that you need to know who your wife been with, good luck.
Yeah.
If you want to know how healthy she is,
just make sure we don't have AIDS or
that's
herpes or anything
what I feel like.
That can't be, you know.
Ask those questions.
Yeah, let's just go let's go make sure that
let
we
me
don't
see
have
your
nothing.
wellness chart.
Yeah, let me see your my chart.
My chart. Yeah, let me see your my chart. That's the question.
Log into my chart.
That's the question.
Let me see when the last time you had, you know, your results. Yeah, let's do that. We can do that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what you should do.
I think that's fair. As a woman, especially the older we get, you know, you have to assume, you know, that your boo, you know, he probably, especially if you get you a guy that looks nice, you know, or a woman.
Tise, tell everybody your theory, though.
Well, you know, I think, you know, most of them ran through.
There you go.
You know, I
that's
mean,
what Tise's theory,
you
y'all.
convince me that most men, I believe most men are ran through. Like, you know, y'all go through, y'all hit puberty, and then as soon as you get, you know, y'all become little jackrabbits, and, you know, you can't get enough, and you go through until you can't do it no more. So, you know, I just think that
He said we ran through.
I think most dudes are ran through. So, and because I have that assumption, I don't ask dudes. I don't ask their number. I already assume you have a bunch of hoes, you know, but in the same thing, likewise, it's just that don't have me. I don't want to be in the company of them. And if I'm in the company of them, then you just give me the respect to let me know, like you said, like, you know, that's so-and-so. Because, you know, unlike men, y'all have different egos to where most men are not going to try another man. Like, if it's a girl they used to be with, they may say, hey, what's up? And they may keep it simple. They ain't gonna be like all in the girl grill. Like, they may just be on some, hey, how you doing? And whatever, go away. And they might text the girl and stuff later. Women are different. Women, that part too. I mean, they shouldn't still have that number, but you know, but they make, but some guys try to see if it's still the same number. I've run into exes, Mike, and it'll be like, you see somewhere and they'll be like I'll still have a number in my phone, but I don't talk to them, right? But it could be like, but I have had the same number for like 20 years. So somebody will text me and they'll be like, if I seen them, they'll be like, Tise, and I'll be like, yeah, what's up? And they'll be like, I want to see your number still the same, like because I just saw you with that. I'm like, so they try that stuff, but I think that women are catty. And women are nasty, and women are mean, and women like to like to try it. Yeah. So they see you with a guy that they used to date, and so, you know, if they with them, they want to come and give an extra hug, put the titties all on them, and then, you know,
come on, the big mama, give me a
close hug, and what you been doing, and they'll do all that and won't even say hi to the girl.
That's true.
Like they won't even acknowledge the girl, and they want. A lot of women do that, and then I just be like, "Oh, I'm not that nice." Like you might want to, like if you're not gonna say hi to me, and most respectable dudes are gonna be like, "Hey, this is my girl," whatever. They're gonna make sure, and they'll be like, "Oh, hey," and they'll get going back. And so women that's like that, I hate women like that, but Because, you know, if you do that, you're going to get what you're asking for. You're going to get what you're asking for.
F-A-F-O.
You're going to get what you're asking for messing with me, you know. And it ain't nothing to do with fighting over a man. It's I know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's disrespect.
I know you're trying to disrespect me.
It's disrespect.
And you think that you think I'm a goofy. I'm going to show you I'm not.
It's Chicago.
I'm not. I'm suburban.
Yeah.
I'm suburban, but we're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the difference I think that women do. Women they'll try it and be disrespectful instead of just being nice. But I don't really think men challenge each other in that way like that, you know. Now when the lady is gone, you know, depending on if, let's just say you guys know homies, they may be like, you know, I ran through her, like, you know, they may talk in that sense, but I don't think men would challenge each other in that way, because it's just y'all got your own men codes, and a lot of women are not like that. A lot of women try to you know, test it and then, you know, be disrespectful and then want to be like.
It is a man code. Most men, you supposed to just, as we say, you supposed to just keep it player.
Yeah.
You just supposed to head nod, keep it moving, keep it player.
Yeah.
But sometimes it don't always be like that.
And women should do that same thing. Like,
I get it.
Women should do the same. If I run into an ex and he's with his girlfriend, if I say, hey, how you doing? If I say hi, you know, I don't talk to them like that no more. But if I do say hi,
right,
you know, it's just I'm gonna speak to that lady too. Like I never been that part of the person that been like disrespect somebody's, you know, girl like that. Like, because I'm a lady and I know how that is, and I'm like, I would go out my way to make sure that this lady know I don't want him. I don't want him like that. And just like I'm just saying hey to y'all just to be polite and you know, that's it. But a lot of some ladies not, you know.
So again,
don't have that code.
Latisse gave her advice. I gave my advice. I just feel like, hey, just know what you're asking, and know what you might get when you ask that question.
What about other stuff though? So take that part out of it. What about other past history? So like you said, if they're a car cracker, if they had
I mean, to me, those things are important. Like, have you been to jail? Like, do you have some type of past that may be violent, that might come back
traumatic
on you? Or, that type of stuff. Like, I do think that, I think nowadays you should ask that. Maybe 30 years ago you probably didn't, but nowadays, because there's so much going on in the world with people, that's a good question to ask. Maybe not on the first date.
Sure.
Maybe after a couple of dates, y'all done went somewhere, and maybe, you know, you can get down to, well, you know, tell me about yourself. Like, what's really to you? Yeah. Because what I would hate is you to be out with somebody and then the police pull up, some niggas pull up, chicks pull up. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know really what you're getting into when you're going out with people. You don't know what they're running from.
Everybody got a pass.
Everybody got a pass.
Everybody got, some people's past is different. Some people had trauma. And I remember hearing something like where it was the guy, his wife, she struggled with, you know, like going down on him and stuff. And, but he found out it, you know, they went to therapy and stuff about it because they would have sex and stuff and she would be fine. Everything would be cool. But she just struggled with wanting to do that. And
traumatic experience.
But if she was molested when she was a kid, and that was forced on her, and it almost, the thought of it used to make her throw up. You know, it used to make her throw up, and she wanted to. It took them to go through some stuff to, you know, to get past that. But he didn't know that, and he just was like, you know, I'm just gonna go down the street then, because you know. But then he's like, he would feel bad because he's like, he wanted it from his wife, you know, and but
I'm
then
sure
he didn't.
Did, but that throat monster was like, come on, mama, come on, mama.
But you know, it's just you know, you gotta have a conversation.
I know you gotta have a conversation. You gotta have a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just cracking jokes, y'all. We pod, y'all. We pod. I'm just having a conversation. Sound, let me get a rewind. This is the part of the show before we end that I'm starting to like now. I have my hot take of the week. Latisse has her, what is it, affirmation of the week?
Yeah.
So my hot take of the week.
Which I gotta find it. What I do with it.
Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach in NBA history.
What? Okay, explain, bro.
Doc Rivers is a really good coach. Really is. He's a really good coach. However, Doc Rivers and people who support Doc Rivers still living off 2008
Okay.
an NBA championship. Since when Doc Rivers left Boston, those 2 stops he's been at, he has lost more Game 7s. He has lost more series after being up 3-2 or 3-1 than any coach in NBA history.
How do you think he keep getting jobs then?
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy, and again, he's a good coach. I just think he's overrated, and I don't think he is. I don't think he is as good of a coach as other people think he is. That's why I call him overrated. He's gonna, like I said, Hall of Fame. He's gonna get in there, all that. I mean, he's had great players. He's had so many great players, but he's only won 1 championship.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah.
He had a really great Clippers team that one year. They were up 3-1 in the series and lost it.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something to look at. You might
I'm
be
just
right.
saying,
I might have to agree with you on that one.
I'm just saying, I still think people in Doc still ride off that 2008 championship. But that's just me. So that's my hot take of the week.
We're going to see what the people say.
I want to see what the people say.
Yeah.
If they agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
What's your affirmation of the week?
Well, I don't know if it's really an affirmation or if it's just a quote. But I just came across this. I saw earlier today where it said, "Find your tribe." Find your tribe is just those people around you. This part of my tribe has been my tribe for over 30 years. But you need people in your life that's gonna hold you accountable, that's gonna be there, when you need something, that's gonna be there when just to laugh, you know what I'm saying? So whatever that is, it don't have to be a big tribe. I've had the same friends, my same core friends since we was kids. Like we family, you know what I'm saying? Our families are families, and but I've met new people that are part of my tribe, along the way. But but you do need that. Like, I think we in the world now where everybody's so isolated and people is in a situation where that's why depression is on the rise, and because people don't have that tribe no more. And so we got to get back to, I feel like, community, to where, we need each other. We don't have to see each other every day, you know what I'm saying, and talk every day. But I had to know that if I need something, I can call somebody, even if it's just to be like, I just need to get out the house, you need to have that tribe.
Come holler at me,
Come holler at you, and especially with men too, men, y'all need a tribe too, especially men are, you guys are reclusive a lot, and you go into your shells, and then when y'all deal with stuff, you internalize it a lot. So it is important to have that outlet of men that you can talk to when you need something, or just to be around other men energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad thing to have that kind of support system. So
I agree.
That's my little, I guess you could say, affirmation.
Boy, you done just gave it. Hey, what an offer play that? What an offer play that? We need to pass this offer play around. Yeah, sound guy.
I can't.
Right.
I can't. Y'all out of control. Mike, I can't stand you.
Hey, man, on that note, man, this is episode 129.
129.
Of Some of This, Some of That podcast. Please make sure you go subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Leave a comment. Share the podcast. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page.
Yes.
Please.
And you can comment on Spotify too, guys.
Please comment. Leave us a comment. Like it. You know what I mean? Give us a little rating.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow the Sot Pod.
You can always send us stuff too if you want topics, or if you got anything you want us to mention on the show.
Listen, give us some ratchet topics. You know I love to talk about it.
You guys.
So give us that. Please.
It doesn't have to be ratchet.
Yeah. Tise, you got some shout outs before we get out of here?
Just shout out to everybody that's been listening. Appreciate y'all, sticking with us. We were sick for a couple weeks, but we back. I'm still kind of sick a little bit, but yeah, we got Super Bowl next week, and then the week after that, guys, it's Valentine's Day.
Boo!
So y'all got 2 weeks to start getting your girl gifts.
Boo!
Together, so.
Hey, get them gifts. Get that KY jelly.
What is up with you doing KY jelly today.
Order them plugs. Do something different on V-Day.
Tune in
Hey,
right
on that
now.
note,
It's
we out, y'all. Catch y'all next time.